Go to my noise, copy the link to share the link before I go live. I like to share the link before I go live, so it gives people an opportunity to jump on board and basically catch the live. So I'm just going to start talking and tell you about my experience today at Strand Fitness. So today, it's Saturday and I'm in Townsville. And I thought I'd just, down at Strand here, and I just thought I'd take some time out to let you know that when you're in the Bitcoin Cash City, Townsville, you can actually buy your gym membership on Bitcoin Cash. So this is a good thing. This is, I paid for a full 12 months and this will give me accountability. Good to see you. Good to see you. I got that membership, my man. I got it. It cost me 2 BCH, something like that. Cost me just over $1,000. So 2 BCH, 2.2 BCH or something like that. It cost me in Bitcoin Cash. And the great thing is when I bought my membership, the price of the membership that I paid for, the amount of BCH I gave them, was going up in value while I was filling out all the forms. So that's a big win for Strand Fitness. And it's 2 BCH. And I thought it was funny because that 2 BCH is like the same amount to go on a helicopter ride. So the guy that owns the gym, he can now get a helicopter ride with my gym membership. My gym membership is worth a helicopter ride. Can you imagine that? So yeah, 2 BCH for gym membership for the year. I got the VIP one, and I'm sure that I won't use all the perks there because there's like yoga and all this different stuff there. They got massage chairs. I know I'm going to be using the massage chair, and there's some other stuff there. But yeah, 2 Bitcoin Cashes, man. 2 Bitcoin Cashes, 2 bitchies. So got my gym membership for the price of a helicopter ride. How's that? So, which is good. And Bitcoin Cash is going up. It's progressing quite well. I'm going up in the on the charts. So I'm really thankful that I have this opportunity to live my life on Bitcoin Cash and to support merchants that are front runners. Yeah, I haven't been onboarding any strippers, so that is not in my ethos. That's not part of my ethics. So, but sure, a stripper can do things on Bitcoin Cash, and he or she can live in the Bitcoin Cash City off stripper money, Bitcoin Cash. But what a that was an old one. Let me show you around Townsville. Let me show you around. So I'll turn the camera around. How's that? Oh, I'll turn the camera around. Here we go. This is where I am. So that's Maggie Island. We've got like about 6 merchants on Maggie Island. That's where I can buy fuel. Actually, I can buy my fuel in Bitcoin Cash there. It's windy today. It is windy. So, sorry, ma'am. Good question. How much they pay me to talk about Bitcoin Cash? Well, I started all this by doing it for free. I'm gonna go in my car. Hang on, I'll go in my car. And That way, here we go. You got my my keychain. So it's 24-hour gym. So I can't tell you how much they pay me. Although I will say that it's a lot less than what I was earning when I was not working when I wasn't sponsored. So what's happened is, you know how like Mark Valson and stuff, like people like them, they have like flip starters, and people basically give and sponsor to them to go out and make film and promote Bitcoin. Well, I'm a similar sort of situation where a group of people that are really want to look after merchants and merchant adoption, they put together their funds, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say who sponsored me, but basically I've got about a year, and I'm basically paid every fortnight. I'm paid every fortnight now. I don't earn as much as I used to do in my working life, my private, when I was working for myself and that. But because I believe in Bitcoin Cash so much, well, I wouldn't call it breadcrumbs. They actually go out of my way. They actually go out of their way to help me out. They really do. They're really looking after me. They give me some support staff. Like in these videos that you see, in these videos, not all those videos are made by me. There's merchants that we got on board that do film, photography and that sort of stuff, and they are paid in Bitcoin Cash by the company. And I have a person that helps me line things up to help me in admin, you know, and I call her the director, so young Flick, and she's a wonderful woman. She works really hard, and I wouldn't say they actually pay me really well. I was actually earning better money because of the trade that I was in, you know, in my work thing. So I took a pay cut and moved away and restart again. It's cost me tens of thousands of dollars just to move and start my life here. But the reason why I've done that is because you all need people like myself to do what people like yourself should be doing. Everyone should be onboarding merchants. Everyone should be onboarding someone. So the way I actually got noticed. So I got noticed. The reason how I got sponsored is I started doing a YouTube channel, and this is where I give First Meal credit, Gabriel. So what happened is I had an injury and I severed this tendon here. I actually cut my whole hand, nicked that one, nicked that tendon there, like cut a little cut there, little nick in the tendon there, cut a whole heap of flesh off there, and severed my tendon. And so I couldn't work. And so during that time, I was watching a YouTube videos and stuff like that, and I come across Gabriel from First Meal on YouTube, and I was watching him there, and I wasn't really in, like, it was nice that he was talking about Bitcoin Cash and all that, but I was like, oh yeah, cool, a guy talking about Bitcoin Cash and that. But then when he was panning around, I'm going, hang on a second, that's where I live. That's near where I live. And so I reached out to Gabriel, and I said to Gabriel, I said, hey, I actually live near you, my friend. And so we met up, and Gabriel and I started hanging out for a bit, and then we organised a meetup and stuff like that. And when I first, I think it was the second time I met Gabriel, Gabriel said, you should create a YouTube channel, and you should call yourself Bitcoin Jason. So I did a search on YouTube for Bitcoin Jason, and there was no Bitcoin Jasons, and I did search on social medias, and that name was up for grabs. So I named myself Bitcoin Jason, and I just started making videos. And if you go through all my channel, you can see my growth as I've gone, right? Anyway, some people have noticed that. Some people have noticed that, and they decided to put together, without me knowing, they started to put together a package for me, and it was probably a gift from God, because what was happening is I was actually falling into depression really hard, and I was struggling with my mind and my heart and stuff like that. My heart was pretty sick, and you know, I was feeling really down. And so I approached a company down on the Gold Coast for a full-time position, so I could just put my mind at ease and things like that. And they knocked me back. They knocked me back 3 times. Anyway, these group of people, a company, rang me up and said, we would like to have you in Townsville to be a curator for all our merchants here in the Bitcoin Cash City. And at that time, I think there was like 80 or something merchants, maybe 100, but a lot of them dropped off because of COVID, like bankruptcies and stuff. So I had to, when I came up to Townsville, I had to take all the ones that are not active off the maps, and I basically had to restart again and reconnect with all the merchants here. And you know, I'm thankful that, you know, you had the Watermark, Townsville, you had Checkered Cabs, you had the Oasis, you had some merchants already onboarded. So it was an easy transition for me to come to Townsville and start living on Bitcoin Cash, because there were already some merchants already set up by Hayden and the team that came before me. So all I had to do was go through all the list again, and onboard new merchants. So that's what I've been doing, and that's how I got noticed. And I give my thanks to Gabriel, firstmeal.com, by saying, Jason, you should have your own YouTube channel, because when I was in the Gold Coast, I was onboarding merchants, and no one was knowing about it. I was doing it in secret. I was just doing it. You know, even before my accident and all through my accident with my hand, I was just onboarding merchants, you see. So if I didn't start doing that and making videos, then I wouldn't have a portfolio, a resume of what I've been up to. So I guess that is a good takeaway. That's a very good question, you know. The takeaway is build up your resume now. If you want to be full-time into crypto, start doing it while no one's watching. Start making your YouTube channel. Start whatever you're good at, just do it. You know what I mean? So I'm not a technical person. You know, I don't know everything. I can't tell you about how Bitcoin Cash works and all that, but I can tell you how to use it as a currency. I can tell you how to live off Bitcoin Cash, because I do it myself. And ever since January, I've been living off Bitcoin Cash. So it started in November. So I do it in California. That's great, man. Keep going. Keep going. And I made a specific request to be paid in Bitcoin Cash. So it gives me an incentive. Like if I need plants, or if I need groceries, and there's not a place where I can buy plants or groceries from, it gives me an incentive to onboard them. Because when you're living on Bitcoin Cash, that is your currency, that is your means of living, and it's way cheaper, and you're better off by onboarding merchants and then going with it. Yeah. Keep stacking stats, and you know, and just like I said with this gym, I bought a gym membership for 2 BCH, right? Which is, strangely enough, for roughly the same price as a helicopter ride here. So you can either go for a helicopter ride for 25 minutes or have a gym membership for a year. You know what I mean? The difference is the guy that has the helicopter, he can get himself a gym membership for a year, or the gym guy can get a helicopter ride for 25 minutes with Bitcoin Cash. You know what I mean? We've got like a ecosystem happening now. And so I love that. I love it. I've got a personal trainer on board now. So I pay him in Bitcoin Cash. And so, you know what I mean? So it's great. I'll promote his business and he'll love me for it. It'll be a video and stuff. I did try to get AMAT on board today. A little bit of a hold up with that. So the store is open to accepting it. If Amanda, the lady I talked to, if it was her shop alone, she would have accepted it, no questions asked. It would have been a done deal. But because it's a chain store in Australia, it makes things a little bit harder. You gotta go jump through some hoops and get in touch with the right people, and have those right people pay attention to even listen or to read your email and then to accept it. I'd rather hold my beer. Yeah, well, great. Look, in my mind, this is where I'm at. Those people that buy Bitcoin Cash, I love them. Those people that buy Bitcoin Cash or earn Bitcoin Cash, stack their bits, like put some away and use it and spend it, they are my heroes. They are my tribe. So, like people that actually use it as well as save it, they are my inner circle. They are my tribe. They are the people that are resonating with. They are the people that are on the same page as I am. The reason is, my friend, is buying holding is great, but I would suggest, and I would argue that the reason why Bitcoin BTC is at the price it is today, it's all started because someone bought pizza with Bitcoin Cash. And that reminds me, I'm going to onboard a pizza place, a takeaway pizza shop. I've got to onboard a pizza shop because it's been ages since I had pizza. So Papa John's, you know, you know the story. 10,000 Bitcoin Cash, 10,000 Bitcoins was used to buy 2 pizzas, a garlic bread, and a large Pepsi, right? Now, back in those days, Bitcoin, BTC, used to behave like BCH. It doesn't anymore. So what's happening is people like myself are taking their Bitcoin holdings, their BTC holdings, and they're transferring it into BCH. That's what I did during the pandemic. That's what I did yesterday. I got 27 BCH yesterday because I saw a nice gap there. And I don't see Bitcoin Cash going low like it has been. I think Bitcoin Cash is going to get higher. So my phone is getting hot. Yeah. So I don't see. I think the market is coming back up again. I think we're on an uptrend. And if you look at the charts over this month, it is going up. It is going up. And so, because going back to your question about, you know, about my earnings, I earn a little bit by bit, and I'd rather get paid bit by bit than a whole chunk all at once. So could you imagine that if I got paid at the top, right, all my wage, and then it drops down, it's going to make it really hard for me to live. So what's happened is I'm paid in increments, and basically that's wiping out any volatility. Same thing will happen to BC. No, I actually don't agree with that. I don't agree. BCH is designed to scale. It's designed to scale, and I'll give you some information When BCH is 500k, everyone's going to be missing out that they didn't buy it now. People are going to be shooting themselves that they didn't buy it now. I've got some people going, oh, you know, I don't know if I should buy or not because it's low. Yeah, that's when you know, all those people that are rich, you know, they buy when the markets tank. You know, that's how people get rich. So, and I bought yesterday. So, so the Bitcoin Cash is designed to grow with the network. Now, I was privileged to see last night on Telegram some software developers here, some developers on the Bitcoin Cash blockchain here in the Bitcoin Cash city. They were pushing out so many transactions through the system. They were actually running a program where it allows people from all around the globe to basically do a job and get paid in Bitcoin Cash, right? So someone puts up a job and then developers will come in with their codes and they'll make something new with it. And I was very blessed to see that. And they had tens of thousands of transactions going through. I've got the screenshot of it. It was on Tax Street, and it looked like someone was spamming the blockchain, but it was actually a real life test of transactions going through stress testing an application. And Bitcoin Cash can handle it. So we've got a node upgrade coming up on the 15th of May, and I'm really excited for the 15th of May because now the 15th of May probably has a big rise up and then it probably tank on the 15th of May or thereabouts and then shoot up again, because that seems to happen, doesn't it, when tokens airdrops get released or something like that. But the 15th of May, I'm thinking it's going to be an exciting time, because if you think Bitcoin Cash is great now, you wait until the 15th of May. It's going to be awesome. So, any more questions? Look at that. Look at the strand. You know, I live in paradise. I live in paradise. And, you know, there was going back to the price action, I remember when BTC went up to $25,000 Australian and then dropped to like $4,000 Australian, right? And people thought, oh, this is no good. You know, I bought then as well. I bought then as well when it dropped down to like $3,000-$4,000. No, man. I'm not selling. Dude, I don't sell. I spend. So I guess that's sort of selling, but I'm not really selling. I don't go on an exchange. I get paid in Bitcoin Cash. I save Bitcoin Cash as much as I can, which is sort of pretty hard at the moment because I'm buying, you know, $4,000 worth of groceries. Not groceries, $4,000 worth of furniture to get my house in order. I spent 2 BCH today on gym membership. Yeah, and so it's yeah, I don't sell. I get Bitcoin Cash. So let me turn this around. This is my car at the moment, my temporary car, until my Cybertruck comes. Needs a wash. I got a merchant that washes and details cars. So yeah, I got a merchant that cleans my car for me. Yeah, so everything I do, my friends, is in Bitcoin Cash. So the best way I can explain it's like this. People earn Australian dollars, American dollars, pesos, Ugandan shillings or whatever. People earn, right? And they don't give much thought to it. Money goes in, money goes out. You know, they don't give much thought to it. Well, that's the way I am with what I'm doing. Bitcoin Cash comes in, Bitcoin Cash goes out. You know, and a prudent person will try and save, whether it's cash or Bitcoin Cash, as much as they can, right? It's just I feel in this situation that Bitcoin Cash is better. Do you get a lot of looks? Yeah, I get a lot of looks, and some people take photos and stuff like that. So when the Cybertruck comes in, yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that. Yeah. When my new car comes in, I think I'll get a lot more looks and maybe pictures taken and stuff like that. So, but it's the same thing, guys. Money goes in, money goes out. The US dollar fluctuates. You know, at the moment, the US dollar is weak, getting weaker against the Australian dollar for some reason. So, my Australian dollar actually buys more BCH than the American dollar does. So, yeah. So you know, America's just printing out money. Same with Australia. We're just printing. Maybe not as much printing, but governments are printing. The currencies are getting debased. You know, you can have a. Hang on, that's a good point. Hang on, I'll just grab something. All right, here we go. Yeah, yeah. I'm probably let the cat out of the bag there, so don't go telling anyone. So I don't have a $10 note, but I've got this, right? So this here has $10 unless you scan it and put some money in for tip. This $10 note, right? I put $10 here, right? Back. I know in my mind that this $10 is worth more than what it was back a month or so ago when I put the $10 worth of BCH on here. This goes up in value. Your paper money, the money from the government, that goes down. This goes up, you know. So that's somewhere where that's just like a prop that I use to show people the difference between money. This is real money. This here is real money. I don't have any fiat currency to show you. But yeah, that's the way it is, man. And you know, Bitcoin Cash, you know, when I talk to people about my wallet, I got a Coach wallet here. It's like, it's not a bank account, it's a wallet. So when you get your Bitcoin Cash, it's in your wallet, not in a bank. So you need to look after your wallet. You need to make sure you have your passphrase put down and all that. So if you lose your wallet, right, you can restore your wallet at any time. Do you think those paper will be used in the future? I think so. I've been mucking around with it, experimenting. You know, it could, a use case could come in where you could scan the QR code. So I'll show you again. So that's where you deposit there. So what happens is you deposit funds in here, and there we go. You deposit money in there, and the only way you can get it back is if you take that thing off, right? So you know, it could be, you know, if there was a situation where you can store bits of money, like bits of Bitcoin Cash on here, and then you might be in a situation where you might just hand them a note, hand them a thing, and they would have to scan it to retrieve it. So, yeah. I've been on the call for 30 minutes now. Is there any questions before I head off? Wait. Who we got in the chat? Who's here? Okay. Oh, no. Alright. I'm actually going to go home and make some YouTube videos. The thing about this car is it's hard to see what's behind you, because I've got the Bitcoin Cash graphic up, and when the sun's in front of you and shines back, you can see, but when the sun's behind you and shining in, you can't see. You've got to be really careful reversing. And the other thing too is when it rains, the rain droplets get attached to the sign, so it can be a thing here. You know what? I might take these guys. I wonder if I should go to Castle Hill or not. I'm in Bitcoin Cash for life, man. The price doesn't matter to me. Like my weekly expenses or fortnightly expenses are always the same, right? And so my income is the same. So if I get $1,000 in a week, right? And my expenses are $500, just for easy math, right? If one BCH is $1,000, then I got half a BCH that I spend, right? If $1,000 is 2 BCH, well, I spend my usual spending, which is like $500, right? And I've got a BCH left over. So when the price goes up again, I'm in profit. I basically got a week's worth of expenses paid for free. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm using it as cash, it's tax deductible. It's not I don't pay tax on that. There's no taxes on me spending it as cash. So I'm letting you go, my friend. All right, this guy's not awake. I'll just go. I let people in and they seem to have their mouth open. Oh, we got limousines on Bitcoin Cash as well. Yep, my rent's paid in Bitcoin Cash, my friend. Yep. I'm renting. Yeah. So I might take you to the gardens. I might go to the gardens. You know what? I'm having fun talking to you today. I'm gonna go to the gardens, to basically my backyard. It's easy, man. So I've got a. Oh, someone's getting married here. Okay. All right, just let me get my stuff. I wonder if Chad's going to get online today. So, all right, I'll just get out. Oh. So gardens. I'm just going to put my stuff in the back. I've got a backpack. I always carry a backpack that has tablets, seed phrase cards to write down your seed phrase, different pamphlets, information and stuff. Whatever tools I need to onboard merchants, I always have a backpack to make sure that I'm good. Yes, I am married. I'm married. I have 2 children. I have a 15-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old boy. And they, when they do chores around the house, they get paid in Bitcoin Cash as well. So he's going on tomorrow. All right, cool. Just let me know if there's too much wind here. So this is basically my backyard. This is where I live. Lots of rose gardens here. Look at this, man. Check it out. Someone's getting married. Talking about married, am I married? Someone's getting married here. I'm gonna stay out of. Oh no, my wife loves Bitcoin Cash, man. She's 100% down. She's down. Actually, she's you know, she talks to her sisters and her mum, and yeah, she loves Bitcoin Cash, bro. Mum's got it. Yeah, she's if it wasn't for me, put it this way. There we go. Yeah, she's in Bitcoin Cash. She's in it because I'm in it, you know. But she bought groceries today. She bought groceries today at Otto's, and she paid in Bitcoin Cash. Everything, man. This is the thing. My whole family's on this train, bro. The whole family's on. Our whole family is Bitcoin Cash. My daughter, she's an artist. She does anime art. If you want her to draw a picture, man, make you a picture, an anime picture, she can do that. She can draw you up, and you can pay in a Bitcoin Cash, and she'll send it over. You know. So yeah. So we are all on Bitcoin Cash. Look, that's that's my mountain. That's from the view. This is the Bitcoin Cash city. So, there's a saint there. So, turn this around again. So, this is the thing. This is the power of cost averaging, and we've been talking about this a lot. So, cost averaging is where you get your fresh BCH at different price points, right? If you're not getting Bitcoin Cash now, I'm thinking it's a missed opportunity. It's a missed opportunity. People really should be getting Bitcoin Cash now. Really, really, really. You know, and look at my bald head. Don't if you just 10%, just like if you get just $10 a week or $100 a week, that's what I did, man. $100 a week. So, mate, I'm already there. I'm already there, brother. And the way to do well in this is don't have a poverty mindset. And you gotta think like forgotten his name. Anyway, yeah, you got to get it now, man, because you see where you know that Bitcoin Cash can easily go to 1,000, right? It's easy. It took everyone by surprise when it got up to $1,000 the other year, you know. So this is the thing. It might stay down here for a little while, but then it will go back up, and it'll go up. And if you go over, you know, the last 3 years or so, it's got a nice strong curve coming up. You know, the thing that's harming us at the moment is from the all-time high from the split. But once we get out of that 5-year period, when we go back in the 5-year chart and that's gone, that's forgotten about, it's people are going to actually see reality. They're going to actually see, yes, Bitcoin Cash, you know, it's the most stable coin out of all the coins. You know, it's a nice trajectory up there, and every bit of Bitcoin Cash you have is less Bitcoin Cash that someone else has. So I know that today there's 27 less BCH out in the world because I've got it. You know, I got it just on a whim. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to get 27 BCH. It's always been so, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, but the thing is because it's been going sideways for a while. Don't you see that's the stability in it? You know what I mean? And the more people that come on board and use this, because adoption is growing, and you play a big part in this. You play a role by you sharing it and having fun with it. You know, Dogecoin, for example. Dogecoin was a joke, man. People were just tip on Reddits and stuff like that, right? Now, Dogecoin is like at the exchanges and people like mums and dads have got it in a portfolio. They don't tip anyone. They're just hoping to make massive gains of it. So with BCH, you can tip. It's actually cheaper to tip someone in BCH than it is in Doge, believe it or not. So Doge comes from a Doge. Oh, that looks like Hayden, but it's not. Doge comes from a variation of Litecoin, so that's how Doge came around. And I think a guy was Australian who invented Doge too. He was Aussie. So anyway, let's go for a walk around, I guess. Yeah, so I got my shirt from the Satoshi Angels. So the Satoshi Angels, they first sponsored me. Yeah, man, laziness is the first step to poverty, man. Laziness is the first step to poverty, you know. What is a little rest, a little slumber, and poverty will overtake you. So that's a biblical proverb. So yeah, I what was your question? So the Bitcoin Cash shirts, my first lot of shirts was actually given to me by the Satoshi Angels. They gave me shirts, stickers, little things to put on your computer for privacy stuff, a whole heap of stuff, mainly shirts and stickers and pins, little pins for your suits and stuff like that. They gave me that sort of thing, and I'm really thankful to Satoshi Angels. They've done great work, and they helped me actually get started with Bitcoin Cash merchant adoption, and then I did a little flip starter. I did a little flip starter, and I raised 1.5 Bitcoin Cash, and with that flip starter, I bought some tablets for merchants to use as a point of sale device. I bought those tablets, and when I onboarded merchants, I gave those tablets away. So I gave those tablets away as part of getting them on board with Bitcoin Cash. We had Code Valley give stands for it, and we had Aptizio, which is another company here in the Bitcoin Cash City. They gave me seed phrase cards, and I just went out, and this is what I did, bro. When I got my first coffee shop on board down on the Gold Coast, and it was a struggle, man. It took me several months. It took me about 3 months to get that guy on board. But once I got Sonny from Mean Beans Cafe on board, had a meet up there, and basically had all the Bitcoin Cash merch there. I had, you know, the seed phrases. I gave some out, so gave away some Bitcoin Cash and stuff, and people loved it, you know. And there was people there that that were into like Ripple and you know, Solana and stuff like the other coins. You know, they had their coins and that, and they just added Bitcoin Cash to their portfolio, you know. And then I was invited to other meetups. Any advice for a 23-year-old? Probably start thinking as if you're going to be, as if you're 50. Because when you're 40, when you're 50, you start really thinking about your retirement, and you start thinking, I don't have much time left. So for a 23-year-old, be careful. If you're a 23-year-old guy, I would say be careful of the women that you hang around with, or the fellas. But be careful of what you know, what relationships you get into. Save as much as you can, because you've got compounding interest on your savings. So at these prices, can you imagine, bro, when if this 23-year-old, right, bought BTC for $1, right, and he bought a whole heap of them. Just say he bought $100, right, at $1. The guy would be laughing right now, right? He'd be set. But I wouldn't be spending all that money all at once. You know, I would be very careful with what I do. But for a 23-year-old, you got to keep your mindset straight. You can't let bad juju, you know, bad toxic people run you down. That's part of the reason why I left the Gold Coast. I didn't have a tribe. I didn't have a people to hang around with. And so look after your mental health, look after that, and make sure that you're not dating the wrong girls, right? Or you're not chasing the wrong girls. Play for the end game. Play as if you want something to last, you know? So when you do your investments, put your, you know, save 10. I don't hang on with girls. I stopped at 18, saving yet. Well, you're already ahead. There's someone else in the chat, so if you want to say something, feel free to chime in. I'm just answering questions. Hopefully it's someone I know. But yeah, man, like, I need to boss up and find me a real queen. The queens find the boss, man. The queens find the king. So, true story, man. What happens is you behave as if you're already married. Why did I leave the Gold Coast? Short answer is because I fell in depression, and I didn't have a good, strong tribe around me, good friends. I had friends, associates and that, but no one that would really that I can really talk to man, you know, that I can really bare my soul with, you know. I was working in an industry. I hurt myself, right? So I thought when an opportunity came to live on full-time Bitcoin Cash, I took it up, and there was a bunch of people that says, Jason, we want you to move to Townsville, the Bitcoin Cash city, and we want you to onboard more merchants and to nurture the merchants that we have, and basically bring money into this area, so we can have this $50 million tech park. You can actually look that up. It's actually there on the Bitcoin.com news articles. 50 million tech park in the Bitcoin Cash city. So that's it. Well, that's it. And I found that out the hard way. So, you know, there was Gabriel down there. There was Gabriel down on the Gold Coast. There was Corey, BCH Kid Genius. He was down there as well. You know, he was a young fella. I know what happened. Did you? Yeah, I'm making some merch. I am making my own merch for myself. Probably maybe a Bitcoin B up here for a hat like this. I want a hat like this. I like these hats. This is a really good hat. This was paid for in Bitcoin Cash. But I'm thinking about making a Bitcoin Jason hat, Bitcoin Jason shirt, you know, stuff like that. I have a place where I can get it all made up that accept Bitcoin Cash. The park isn't built yet, no. So what's happening is it's all been approved by council. It's all there. You just need money to come in. Just need the money. Yeah, we just need money to come in, and so that's part of my job, is to have Bitcoin Cash merchants looked after so much that they come in, and there's a big anyone from anywhere in the world can come into Australia and stay in Townsville and live off Bitcoin Cash, you know, or stay here for a few weeks on Bitcoin Cash and not need to convert it to Australian dollars. So, and then hopefully we'll get some people that got more brains than I do to bring their money and their talent and work here in the Bitcoin Cash city, in the tech park. So that'd be real good. Yeah. This is a very old shirt. You might see Roger Ver. He wore this a lot. Same shirt that Roger Ver wears. Our camera crew wears them. That's what we get around in. I've got some others, like the black polo Bitcoin.com shirts. I've got them. But this is my style, like wearing polo shirts and jeans and that. So I'm thinking all my clothes is like a uniform, and it's pretty much all the same. So whenever you see me on camera, I'm pretty much wearing it looks like I'm wearing the same clothes, but I've got like 5 pairs of the same shirts and 5 pairs of the same short pants. You know what I mean? Some of the pants are different colors, but yeah, it's still the same. How do you stop yourself from buying dumb cars? Well, I would say make sure the car. Well, that's because that's where all the stuff's happening. If you saw the activity on the blockchain last night, it looked like a lot of people going into the bus or the train on Tax Street. All those people going in, that was us running our test system. So you know what? This is something that Gabriel taught me. Gabriel taught me that you can make money from flipping cars. And what he does is he goes to the auctions and he buys BMWs and stuff like that. He buys those prestige cars for real cheap, and then he flips them. Yeah. What was the other thing? Do you know why they decided to build a 50 million? Because we have some people here that are real visionaries. We have a couple of companies here. They're companies because they have to be in Australia, but they're basically people that are very passionate about Bitcoin Cash, and they basically give their whole life to Bitcoin Cash. So that makes it that makes it really good for me, because I know when I onboard a merchant, that those people are going to go to those shops and support those merchants too, because they on Bitcoin Cash. And so they placing all of their livelihood, right? Real entrepreneurs. I'm talking Jeff Bezos type stuff. They are putting so much money and effort into Bitcoin Cash here in Townsville that that's what they want to do. And you could have a mining facility here, which would be great. So people be able to get their mining rigs, and they'll be able to rent a shelf, you know, at the tech park, and have been part of a mining pool and mine with us, all us guys in Australia. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. So talking to that 23-year-old or whatever, just start being like you're already married. Start acting like you're already married. Roger involved in this in the tech park? I don't believe he is. It'd be great if he gets involved. You know, Roger is really respected. Yeah. Dude, I would take it. You know, man, I was so close on getting a BMW 330e. I was really, really close. And this is my problem, because I'm not banked, right? I had to get a special loan, and I had the loan all set up. I was all set to buy my BMW 330e, 2019 model, I think it was. For 40 grand, where I could easily just use it for a year and then flip it. And then at the last minute, my loan was pulled, so I couldn't go through. And I have enough Bitcoin Cash to buy it outright. I could have just bought it, but I did think that Bitcoin Cash will keep going up. And I didn't want to spend my Bitcoin Cash on a car, because I'm getting like, I know I could have flipped it, but it's like I'm buying a liability with an asset, so I've kept it. In hindsight, I probably should have got it. All right. Well, I just like the BMW 330e. I just think it's a fantastic car. It was really great on fuel. I could travel, you know, at 80 kilometers an hour on battery. So it's a PEV. Yeah. Yeah, I'm unbanked, man. Yeah. It's a bit embarrassing. It's a bit embarrassing because I'll be out somewhere, and it'd be a place where there's no Bitcoin Cash to pay for something, and I'm that guy who goes, oh, can you like if someone's to buy me a meal at a restaurant and they don't accept Bitcoin Cash, I pay the person that bought me the meal in Bitcoin Cash, you know. So it's a little bit of a challenge here and there, but it is getting easier. We've gone from 100, under 100 merchants to 143 merchants or something like that where I live. So and I'm onboarding all the time. So it's all good. Who else we got in there on the video? Make yourself known. Have a chat with me. I'm full time on Bitcoin Cash. Full time. And First Milk's just released a video, how to beat hyperinflation. How to beat hyperinflation with Bitcoin Cash. So looks like Gabriel and I are on the same wavelength right now, or he's been watching my videos. So, mate, people think it's fantastic when some people. How do I not carry cash, man? It's a mindset. It's a lifestyle choice, you know. Yeah, it's what you do. I just said, you know what? I'm going hard. I'm going home. This is the thing, right? I believe that we need to create the infrastructure for an economic collapse. So put it this way, right? Yeah. Don't know when my new vehicle's coming in because they keep delaying it. So just say all the banks shut down, right? You know, or just say I can't. They said I'm a bad person, right? I can still live because they can't shut my bank account down. You know, if they decide to shut a whole heap of people down and businesses, the businesses that own Bitcoin Cash, they can keep going. If if everything falls, you know, the Australian dollar collapses, I can still trade. Why is Corey following Gabriel? Are they dating? No. Gabriel and Corey are just friends. They're friends. They're good friends, and Corey looks up to Gabriel as a mentor, and Corey's learning a lot of good stuff from Gabriel. So, you know, he's learning how to buy and flip cars. He's learning about Bitcoin Cash, and you know, the time that I spent with Gabriel, leading up to the meetup that we held, was really good. Was good. You know, even though at that time I was struggling with depression and anxiety and stuff like that, you know, I still have a little bit of niggle. I still have a little bit of stuff going on, but I'm getting better, and that's because I'm around different people. BCH just dropped. Well, I don't care, because tomorrow I'm picking up 6 BCH. So not tomorrow, Monday. I hope it drops. I want it to drop more. I want it to drop so I can pick up 6 more. I don't, you know, it can drop to $100. It can drop to $100. That'd be fantastic. You know, drops to $100. You know, I might be able to get 30. You know, might be able to get 30 BCH. So I want it. You know, the price. See, people got them when you're using it as cash. That doesn't matter what price is in, because all the currencies go up and down the same. You know, the American dollar against the EU. You know, the pound. Yeah. Yeah. That was back in the day, way back in the day, and yeah, banks don't need to shut down to create a mass. I remember when Roger was saying, when he promoted BTC on radio a few years ago, they froze his account. Yeah, that's it. That's actually reminds me, I was with the ANZ Bank here in Australia, and they found out that I was buying Bitcoin. This is way back in the day when Bitcoin was like under $1,000, around $1,000, right? Under $1,000 US. They shut me down. They said, no, you cannot buy Bitcoin with this. And I go, it's my money, and they wouldn't let me do it. So I went to the Commonwealth Bank. I bought a house, some property. Was doing all right then, and I was buying crypto without them knowing that I was buying crypto. That was the only way I could stack up on my portfolio. Yeah, so I think a wise business person, a wise business person. Oh, Chad Bradwick is now. Oh no, sorry, Chad Bailey is now live. I might now stop this podcast, and everyone that's here, let's go to Chad's podcast right now. I'm Bitcoin Jason. Love you all, and remember, if you have Bitcoin Cash, you are, I am, we are all Satoshi. Let's do our part, and I do believe that Bitcoin Cash is going to explode. It's going to go up. It's all in the metrics. It's all in the fundamentals. Take care, guys. Stay classy. Bye.